Hello my dear friends, best greetings from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. I'm not on a beach of southern California with warm wind, with sunshine, and nevertheless not in somewhere in the middle of Europe where some entomologists are working now, in France, in England, in Germany. I'm in Ukraine where it is going to be a little bit cold, and today this is the first day of snow in Kyiv, and I'm here in my laboratory with my microscope Olympus and with my microscopic slides. So because entomologists were doing entomological investigations and study during winter time and during the whole year. And I'm doing my microscopic study of egg parasitoids, insect egg parasitoids, Trichogramma genus, egg parasitoids of a family Trichogrammatidae, very tiny wasp, chalcid wasps, and their size just 0.5 millimeter. That's why to study Trichogramma under microscope I need to make microscopic slides for identification, to identify precise scientific name of Trichogramma. For that I already did microscopic slides here in this tiny box. I keep them carefully here inside to prevent from the dust. I put 6 individuals on a glass slide with cover slips. Made labeling very carefully because I'm receiving microscopic material from different places of Ukraine and from other countries as well. That's why I'm studying very valuable material. If it is coming from other countries, I need to identify and send it to the owner. Just maybe we can make scientific paper publication for collaboration with such collaborative efforts. And for practical use, I use microscopic slides to identify material from biological laboratories in Ukraine, because Trichogramma, this is important biological control agent against some pests, against some butterflies, some small tiny moths, especially like corn moth. That's why many samples are coming from laboratories which are breeding Trichogramma in laboratories and then just spreading it on the cornfields in Ukraine, despite this very difficult situation as now in Ukraine and during this wild-scale war against Ukraine. Nevertheless, we are doing microscopic study because identification is important, because precise species of Trichogramma is following to precise host, precise species of moth, and it's quite important. What I'm doing for that, I use my microscope with high magnification. Here my microscopic slide, I did photo of genitalia, male genitalia, and here full magnification 100, 200, 800 and 1000 magnification, 100, so total magnification from 100 till 1000. 1000 pretty high magnification, so I can see details of male genitalia, like what I'm watching. I can show you what I can see under this microscope, because I'm doing just with the help of Olympus program, and I have picture photographs on screen on microscope. So let's watch what we can see on microscope. Yes, on microscope you can see here, this is a genitalia of male, and this species already identified. This is species Trichogramma evanescens. So very wide dorsal part of phallobase with some sharpened part of a apical part of a phallobase and pretty large size of a total phallobase. So, and of course different parts, like here we can see, watch for intervorcellar part or ventral part of phallobase, which is very tiny, and of course we observe for small antennae. But this is not normal antenna for Trichogramma evanescens. This is very small individual. This is small individual, so that's why antennae are shortened because in usual specimen very big one, antennae much bigger, and this specimen is short, so that's why antennae is shortening very wide. So okay, come back with picture of dorsal part of genitalia, dorsal lobe of genitalia. So you see very tiny microscopic details of male genitalia. They're quite visible. They need to manage some focus up and down to watch carefully for dorsal part on the dorsal part of genitalia and ventral part of the genitalia. So I need to change magnification and to change focusing, and to take photo with a photo camera which is attached here on Olympus microscope here as well. So after that I'm analyzing photographs carefully and making a report, or just use this photograph for Photoshop mounting, for papers, for photographs which are used for publications in some scientific journals. Because for taxonomist, I'm taxonomist, which I'm studying Chalcidoidea taxonomy, the Chalcid wasp of a superfamily Chalcidoidea. The main job is for identification, study of biology, and after identification and studying biology, printing papers in scientific journals. So this is a major goal of science. Publish it in open journals to share your knowledge with other scientists and practical workers, to enlarge scientific knowledge with different aspects: fundamental science and practical science and biological control science, which is important for practice as well, for agriculture. That's why study of taxonomy of small parasitic wasp is important also for practical science, for application of its living material, living Trichogramma, which are bred in laboratories against some agricultural crops like moths. So that's why we are doing some positive and influential work with taxonomy and some input for practical science as well. So if you have some questions, if you have some materials, some samples in boxes from your country where you're living, okay, if you are interested in identification what is the species, you can contact with me. My emails is under this video, because in many countries people are breeding some species of Trichogramma and just making identification preliminary from literature, supposed that this is probably this species, and writing for report, writing for trade some names, but without taxonomical check. So if you need to check the species which you are studying, which you are breeding in your laboratory, you can send samples, dry samples, or samples in 70% alcohol, which are safe for sending, absolutely, and dyed material as well, so very safe. In the postage in package, it will come here, and I can identify it. Maybe you can use this material for your breeding, or we can use for scientific collaboration to publish scientific papers. Thank you for watching. Don't forget about scientific cooperation. We're open for scientific cooperation. So let's contact through emails or just writing under this video. And don't forget, welcome to my channel. Visit my Patreon page. Visit my Monobanka page for support of my channel. This is quite important. Visit my Monobanka as well for Ukrainian users. And thank you for watching. To be continued as well. And don't forget, Ukraine is fighting for independence, and Ukraine will win. Thank you for your watching. Good luck.